Hello and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. If you're new to the channel, drop it a subscribe. We're a fan-based podcast looking to have the Villa fans say after the games. So if you like the video, drop it a like as well. So we come away 0-0 against Burnley at home. One stat for me that I'm looking at right here is the amount of shots that we've had today. 27 shots, 7 on target, 0-0, absolutely battered Burnley. Played well. We've played really well, but we just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. Lack of quality or just unlucky. I'm not too sure. Justin, help me
How you
out.
doing, mate?
What happened?
Yeah. It's a really funny one, isn't it? We seem to have a lot of these games which are really, really frustrating this season. Obviously, when the team news dropped, we was expecting Cash not to be there, Louise not to be there. I think we all probably expected Barkley not to be quite ready maybe for tonight, so that was three. But obviously the concert one we wasn't expecting, so that was a bit of a surprise. And Trez is out for a few weeks, as they've said. So that's five players missing. So we've said all along, if once we start losing players, the quality wouldn't be as good as our first 11. So, going into it, I think we was a little bit apprehensive against a pretty resolute Burnley side. They do what they say on the tin, don't they, really? They defend, and try and get something. There's a reason why they've only scored 6 goals, because they're just so solid. But basically we did everything right in the game. We dominated possession, we dominated chances. We, created so many good opportunities. I mean, Jack playing in the 10. It's, we're never going to stop this argument. Where's he best, left or centre? I think the answer is he's best wherever he plays. He's just great wherever he plays, isn't he? The amount of times he burst forward and he laid somebody in. I mean, he came off the pitch. He did look quite frustrated when he walked off the pitch tonight. He looked, a few expletives. So I think he'll be going into the dressing room, sort of asking people, what more do I have to do? I can set so many up for you lads, but you've got to put them away. But I feel not. I mean, I'm disappointed we didn't get the 3 points, but I think we've played as well as we probably could have done with that side. I think you've got to give Burnley a lot of credit. They are phenomenally defensive, aren't they? The two centre halves, they're just phenomenal. They're great. They throw the bodies in front of everything. It's very difficult to break them down. So I suppose to create that many chances against Burnley, we're doing something right, aren't we? If we'd have created 4 chances all game, we'd probably been disappointed. So we've created enough chances to win probably 4 games, haven't we, tonight?
Definitely.
And it hasn't, for whatever reason, it hasn't gone for us. You have games like that, don't you? Frustrating, but we move on. It's not the end of the world. It's a point, first draw of the season as well, isn't it? I think 6 wins, 4 losses, and now a draw. So we haven't lost the game. I think we probably should have won it. I think everyone would agree with that. But ultimately, we are still going in the right direction. We've had a few fringe players now who the usual Twitter meltdown as soon as the team's announced. There's a few players that people don't particularly like in the 11. But, Al Mohammadi, brilliant, great. He never lets you down. He's great going forward. He's solid, likes to tackle, lovely balls into the box. Traore, I don't know, he's had a few chances tonight. He looked a little bit better tonight, but he still looks a little bit off the pace. El Ghazi looked very direct. I think that's the best of El Ghazi when he gets the ball and just runs at people. But he's had at least 3 or 4 gilt-head chances there, and he's just daisy cutted them into the keeper. So, a lot to work on, but these players that come in and sort of are our fringe players, they've certainly shown that they won't let us down. They won't be playing that many games for us. We'll know 1 or 2 the odd games when we are missing a few players. So, and we all know we've got to improve in that department off the bench. So it's a work in progress, but overall a little bit disappointed, but it's not the end of the world. Move on to the Baggies now Sunday, and we'll give them a good pasting.
I think everything that you've said spot on, to be fair. I mean, one pleasing aspect for me is that we've had a lot of changes today, and the team still plays the same. Do you know what I mean? We still look fluid, even though we're a very disjointed team, and we've missed some key players today. So, our attacking outlet on the right, Matty Cash, we seem to cope okay without him today. With Douglas Luiz is driving midfield. we still played well, and I think that's the most important part. Like whoever comes in and takes that role, and we had a good game today. It was just frustrating that obviously we didn't get the 3 points, and it's in the back of my mind. I start to think now, like this is the difference between where we are actually going to end up this season and how good this season could be.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to see us keep dropping these points, but we played well, so I don't really want to be too negative at all. Really, I just hope that we've saved all the goals for the Baggies on Sunday.
Hopefully, yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? About 6-0 against the Baggies. But you're right, totally right in what you're saying. The difference between finishing in the top 4 and 10th, is these tight games. The top clubs, they've got players in the positions that matter, which is the front players, that when they have a chance, I mean, we've had multiple chances tonight, but they'll put them away and they'll win the game tonight 1 or 2-0. We haven't, for many reasons. And in football, you have games like that, don't you? So you just have to accept that tonight wasn't our night. Just like Sunday, we got away. We won in the last minute, got a pen and won the game. It's ups and downs, isn't it? But like you say, most of the people that came in, I thought Nakamba played really well. He was very tidy on the ball. Didn't have his usual, giving the ball away a lot, which, and they've all got a point to prove. They all want, all them 5 players that have come in tonight want to be on this journey with us. They're all now at a club they can see are going to progress into the top 4 or 5 in the division, and who wouldn't want to be in there? So when they have limited chances like they have tonight, that's their opportunity to say to Dean, I am good enough, and when you need me, I'm here. And I think, I'd argue they all probably did it tonight. Yeah. Had we have won 1-0, put it like this, had we have won 1-0 and got a goal in the last minute or whatever it would be, everyone would have said, perhaps our bench isn't as weak as we thought it was, because they were very good.
Definitely. Thanks for your call, Justin.
Up the Villa.
Up the Villa. So I'm delighted to say I've got Shane on for the first time. How are you, mate?
Yeah, mate, I'm good. About yourself. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So 0-0 at home, 27 shots. What did you make of it?
I felt frustrated, to be honest. It's more from a positive from last season, when we probably have about maybe 10 shots.
Yeah.
But to me tonight, with El Ghazi and Traore, we should have been taking those chances. Like in the first half, when that ball came to Traore, I know he was not expecting it, but he should have hit that first time. He took 1 too many touches, and Burnley, credit to them, they defended like their lives were their lives. Put that way, like I felt that we didn't get Jack enough on the ball, but when he did, he created chances. He put us chances on the plate. Like, for example, El Ghazi in the second half, when he just shot straight at the keeper, I felt he should have been challenging Pope, literally hitting top corners, bottom corners, but we just didn't. I felt Nakamba, for his first time in the Premier League start of the season, had a solid game. Like, he did the dirty work, and that's all we wanted. To me, he did get away with some silly fouls, but that will improve with experience. But I felt he had a solid game. El Ghazi, really good on the ball, but can't shoot. The free kick, quality. I thought that was going in, but good save by Pope to tip onto the crossbar. Watkins, I felt, had an average game today. Like, when he was running the ball, he tried to do a bit too much instead of releasing the ball a bit more early. To be fair, I felt his frustration when he wasn't getting the service at the end of the day. So it is what it is. House, to me, was outstanding. His aerial duels, he was always winning. He's a great header of ball, and he was unlucky with his header in the first half. And to me, maybe you could see him and Konza striking a partnership, but you need to move Mings, and Mings can be really good, but sometimes he gets too relaxed on the ball, and which would cause a goal scoring opportunity, like when Traore had to track back and make that last minute tackle.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think all round, a lot of players had a good game, not just a decent game. We played well today, but it was just a little bit frustrating that we didn't take our chances. So moving on to the Baggies on Sunday, what's your vibe for that one?
Well, it's a bit mixed at the moment, to be fair, because they just, as you know, sacked their manager, bring in Big Sam. He's got a history of keeping their teams up, And to me, it'll be like a new manager. They'll be well up for it. They won't be their normal selves. Depends what formations Big Sam will play, anything like that. But at least we got Douglas Luiz back, Matty Cash, and if I'm right, I don't know, but none of the players who were on full bookings today never got a yellow card.
Yeah, that's right.
So we should have a full strength squad, and maybe Barkley will be back included.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can go and have a good game and get the 3 points.
Definitely. We'll end it there then, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you very much, and have a good day, Luke. All right.
Second on tonight, we've got Seb. How are you?
Right, mate. You sound deflated.
Well, just wanted us to get the win. So, what do you make of it?
Yeah, it was really frustrating. I think I could have fallen asleep a solid 3 times during that 90 minutes. The only reason I didn't is because I had to keep a watch for El Ghazi's shots landing in our back garden to make sure they didn't hit anything. Look, on the whole, it's so frustrating because Burnley came here and they just sat back. You know, Jordan North's going on about happy place Turf Moor. It should be happy place Villa Park because they made themselves right at home in our 6-yard box. You know, they were camped inside there. There's about 10 of them inside there. Their defenders just sat in front of their goal. And there's nothing we could do to break them down. We didn't have that penetration needed to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. I think we were lacking with a few of our chances wide of the target. You know, we hit the bar, we hit the post, all of that, but it just wasn't to be tonight. It wasn't our night.
I agree. I feel like that's just the way we've got to look at it tonight and just think on another day. Hopefully, against the Baggies on Sunday, we've saved ourselves for that game. To be fair, you know, but we on a whole we played well. Do you know what I mean? Like we're now starting to be disappointed that we're not winning games, which, if you look at it as a positive, is a good trait, really, that we're going into every game, wanting to win every game. We've played well, we've come away, we've dropped 2 points now. But we just got to go again and keep working hard. I'm expecting them to be on that training pitch tomorrow, shooting practice for sure. Do you know what I mean? But like, I'm stumped because I don't know what to say. Do you know what I mean? Because we just need to take our chances. And
yeah, no, 100%.
Game. What did you make of some of the players that came in today?
Yeah, I mean, it was a real surprise to me about just how many first-team players were missing tonight when that lineup came out. I don't think many saw Consta being out. There were rumours going round about him, but I don't think anyone really took notice until we saw House come in. And look, he made that position his own tonight. He was brilliant in the air. He was brilliant with the ball at his feet. Didn't really have any difficulties. Nakamba took a while to get into the game, but eventually he did. I think Douglas is a step above, though, and the sooner we can get him back, the better. Same with Matty Cash, really. He just has that pace that worries defenders, whereas Elmo is more of the patient type. He's looking for a patient build-up to get that ball into the box. I don't think Smith made the changes quick enough tonight, but then again, looking at our bench, did he really have much to turn to? And yeah, lastly, Ben Mee, how he hasn't been yellow carded. If that was Mike Dean and that game was played on Sunday with the referee, he'd have been sent off inside 12 minutes. He's just a horrible player, isn't he? Mm-hmm. You know, especially after what he did to Wesley in January. He scythed down Grealish on a number of occasions. He's just horrible, isn't he? How he hasn't been carded at least goes beyond me.
I'm with you. So, are we going to beat the Baggies on Sunday?
Had Bilic been in charge, I'd have been a confident yes. But if Sam Allardyce goes and approaches it like how Burnley did tonight, which he will, you know, it's not like Sam Allardyce to play attacking football. It will be a challenge. Whether we can break them down, I hope so. We should have enough to beat them, depending on which players are fit, which players are ready to come back in. But we'll have to see. Every 90 minutes in this league is different, as it's proving so far this season.
Nice one, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Up the Villa.
Up the Villa.